Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing great. Welcome back to my channel once again. So today's video is about different types of suspension oil that I have used in my motorcycle, and this will be a little bit comparison video about the performance of those three different branded fork oil. So without further delay, let's get it started. બસ અહીં ઉભો રહે છે. બસ અહીં જો સાંભળે છે. ચૂપ રહે. So three different branded suspension oil, same viscosity grade, but performance tells you a different story when the rubber meets the road surface. So without further delay, let's get it started. Okay, चल तू कह दे चल. Let's get it started. कह दे चल.
Let's get it started on saddle bike, on landing, on car landing, on car chalice.
Okay, great. चल bye bye.
Bye, see you.
Bye.
See you.
Apologies for the interruption. A little one does not allow me to record and post videos more frequently, and that's why many videos are delayed. But it's a part and phase of a life, and every one of us should enjoy it. So without further delay, let's get it started. So little background about the motorcycle. So I have done approximately 30,000 km on my Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 BS4 motorcycle, and I have done 3 suspension oil change during these kilometers. So roughly 10,000 km on each oil. So I think it will be fair enough if I would be reviewing these 3 oil and comparing them with each other. So the very first thing, we should start the recommendation of the Royal Enfield, right? So Royal Enfield owner's manual says the oil code is 2W25. So 2W25 is their product code, not necessary the SAE grade, right? Because if you refer the factory manual, then they have written there it is a SAE 10 weight oil. So let us assume what Royal Enfield is pouring is a 10 weight oil only, and factory code is SS08 oil. So they are recognizing it as a SS08 oil whenever these motorcycles are on production line. So don't get confused with the 2W25 and 10 weight oil. Both of them are similar one. Now the next thing is the dry fill and wet fill oil quantity. So as per the factory manual, it is 430 ml per leg, and as per the service means owner's manual, it is 473 or 474 ml per leg. So it was a little bit confusing. So I asked the senior person from the Royal Enfield, and he told me it should be between 430 to 450 ml. But I found a sweet spot, it is a 430 ml. Means whenever you are just changing the fork oil, right, means weight change. So in that case, you can pour 430 ml per leg. So these two things, 2W25 and 10 weight, both of them are same as per the Royal Enfield owner and factory manual. And the second thing is the volume is 430 ml. So I have kept that 430 ml constant in all these 3 oil. So I would be getting a consistent feeling and feedback about the ride quality and handling. So the very first oil, it is the Royal Enfield fork oil. So it is manufactured by HP, and as other OEM fork and engine oil, we do not get any spec sheet or any data related to this oil. It is just having a label, and that label says Royal Enfield Essential Fork Oil, and no necessary detail on the backside also. So I visited the HP website, and they have mentioned 2 or 3 different kind of fork oil. So I assume this oil is a Gabriel fork oil, means HP is making for Gabriel also. So this is a Gabriel fork oil which is having a 10 weight SAE grade viscosity, and nothing is mentioned about the viscosity index. Now why I am talking about this viscosity index? Because more the viscosity index, it does mean your oil will be resistant to temperature as well as the pressure changes. So sadly we are not having any data about the viscosity index for the OEM Royal Enfield pork oil or HP suspension oil. And one more thing, it is a mineral based oil, it is not a synthetic or semi-synthetic oil, and Royal Enfield recommends you should replace suspension oil after every 2 year or 20,000 kilometer on odo. So this is the first oil, Royal Enfield essential oil. So we will compare all these three oil, right, on the basis of the suspension feel, then compression damping, then the rebound, then ride quality and handling. So let us start with the Royal Enfield essential oil. So this oil is good if you are using your motorcycle for day-to-day purposes, right, and occasional long ride. Why I am saying this? Because whenever you ride, say for example more than 200 kilometer, then this oil loses out on compression as well as rebound, and the ride quality isn't consistent. Means you will feel something is changed in the ride quality of your motorcycle, and that may be due to the lower viscosity index. So I assume this oil might be having a lower viscosity index, and that's why after doing say for example 150, 200, 300 kilometer on odo on the same day, your ride quality changes little bit, and that was the only reason I changed to a different brand. So the second brand that I tried, it was from the Yamalube. So let me show you. Now this is a Yamalube pork oil. So Yama mentions it is a 10 weight, means SAE 10 weight oil, and I use it. So my initial observation after the 10,000 kilometer on it, so ride quality is little bit steep, handling is very good, then ride quality stays consistent, means even after clocking 200 or 300 kilometer, your ride quality will not be affected that much. So I assume this oil must be having a good viscosity index, and that is the only reason why it maintains its temperature and pressure behavior. So if I talk about the price, so it will cost you around 190 rupee for 500 ml. So in a 400 rupee you will get a full 1 liter of oil, and that is the value for money as far as 10 weight oil is concerned. So this is also a mineral oil, and Yamaha uses this pork oil for their motorcycles as well as a scooter, and I found it is little bit better as compared to the Royal Enfield essential pork oil. And the last oil that I have used, it is our all-time favorite, it is the Motul 10 weight pork oil. Now here if you can read it, then they have mentioned it is a technosynthase. Now technosynthase means it's a part synthetic, so in another words it is a semi-synthetic oil. So this is the benchmark for me as far as the 10 weight pork oil is concerned, because it provides you a very good compression damping, then very good rebound, and it is very consistent as far as the ride quality is concerned, because it is having a good viscosity index. So I have referred its specs and it was somewhere near 120 plus, so which is fairly good for this oil. And if I talk about pricing, then it may cost you approximately 600 to 700 rupee for a liter, and for that price it is a totally bang for the money, and definitely you can use this oil if you are having a motorcycle that recommends you to use a 10 weight pork oil. So in my opinion, you should use Motul 10 weight technosynthase pork oil if you are not finding it, because now supply is very limited. Even I was struggling to find this pork oil, and that was the reason I got a Yamalube. So the next good thing, or the next good pork oil, it is the Yamalube. It is definitely better than the Royal Enfield, because with the Yamalube there was a consistently decline in the suspension dive. मतलब जो सस्पेंशन हार्ड ब्रेकिंग पे कंप्रेस होता है, सो दैट इज नॉट द केस विद द यामाल्यूब. सो राइड क्वालिटी, जितना सस्पेंशन मतलब स्टीप होगा उतना आपका हैंडलिंग अच्छा होगा. मीन्स राइड क्वालिटी एंड हैंडलिंग आर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर. So the second best oil, it is the Yamalube for your motorcycle, that recommends you to use the 10 weight oil. And the last one, that is the Royal Enfield essential oil. So as such, it is not a bad oil, but we are having definitely good options in the market. So definitely you should switch over to another brand, another make of the pork oil, and you will be getting a better. And one last bonus tip or a suggestion from my side, if you refer internet, right, then you may come across with different threads regarding these suspension oil change. तो बहुत सारा लोगों ने मेंशन किया है कि दे आर यूजिंग 10 वेट ऑयल, राइट? Recommendation was 5 weight and they are using 10 weight, 15 weight, 20 weight. So my advice is don't do that. The maximum thing you can do, it is the plus or minus 2.5 from the recommended grade. So suppose 10 weight आपका recommended grade है, so you can use either 7.5 or 12.5, but don't go for 5 or 15. That is the drastic change for your motorcycle, and you won't get the identical ride as well as handling characteristics. So my recommendation plus or minus 2.5 is good, but do not go that far. So that will totally change your ride as well as the handling characteristics. So that's it guys from my side. Hope you like the video. If you like it, then feel free to subscribe to my channel also, and hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care and ride safe.